Alright, what is up, peeps? Welcome back to the show. It's your boy Lex Money. Are we going up or are we going down? Now guys, Bitcoin is at 107k today. We actually did tag off 110k this time about yesterday evening, guys. And I got a lot of comments in my comment section saying, you know, Lex, 1 minute you say we're going up, the next minute you say we're going down. And I wanted to clarify a little bit for you guys. We look at the short-term time frame quite a lot for things like Bitcoin, for ETH, for our altcoins, but we also do look at the macro picture, and that's something that all of you guys need to remember, right? It's very easy to get zoomed in to the 15-minute chart. You look at the daily and you think, oh no, it's all over. You see people like this clown, James Wynn, saying BTC's dumping. It's not just him, it's a bunch of other Twitter accounts, right? Fear baiting and engagement farming, guys. But we've always said we don't think that the top is in yet, and that we just have to be patient, right? It's tough. Now, something for all of you guys to visualize is this, the 500 days before and after the halving. We looked at this so many times, guys, and where are we today? We're right about here, right? So you can see anywhere between 300 and around 450 days is where Bitcoin experiences that last parabolic move in the cycle. And you're going to see, yes, from first, second, third, and fourth, we're having diminishing returns each time. You can see it very clearly here, guys. But it doesn't mean that we aren't going to get any more expansion. I do think there's a lot of catalysts that are going to help us expand for Bitcoin, get that final push off, that final euphoric push. Everybody then starts to say we're going into a super cycle. I'm seeing it on meme coins, right? Someone posted a chart saying Dogecoin super cycle, and you're going to get more of these posts generally for Bitcoin and some of your other top cryptos as well. When really it's just going to go parabolic. Maybe it lasts for a few months and then we top out, guys. So if you want to visualize that a little bit more, you can see here that we're getting very, very close to this regression curve, and each cycle we have peeked our heads through it slightly. So this would mean that even if we do get to that curve and we tap off it, we don't peek our head through it, we've got a target of 144k. And what you're going to see at these levels, guys, are going to be things like this. Okay, so number one, stablecoin bills, right? Genius Act, Anti-CBDC Surveillance Act, Clarity Act. All of these will start to come into fruition at the top, and it's going to convince everybody that, you know, you should never sell your crypto. There's never going to be a bear market because we're getting all this clarity, regulation. Things are going to be okay for altcoins. You see things like this, you know, banks buying ETH to secure their stable coins, which is in line with all of these stablecoin acts, right? So ETH is now going to go on a super cycle. It's going to go up forever. And really, we see all of these type of articles come out right at the top, guys. Now, we have just printed a golden cross for Ethereum on the daily. Okay, so we can have some chop after these golden crosses, but this is showing that ETH is showing some significant strength, and it has been showing some significant strength, guys. And that's why I have been holding ETH as my top altcoin at this time, guys. We hold a lot of different altcoins, but really the only one that I've been DCAing into heavy is going to be ETH. What you're going to see, chart from Ben Cowen, I do think that this could happen, and this is the altcoin Bitcoin pair, guys. So every single time before we've had that alt season, we have revisited the range lows. Now this isn't to get confused with the alt USD pairs. If altcoins just remain paused, they go sideways, maybe they have like a slight drop off, and Bitcoin decides it wants to rally, dominance increases, this can push this chart down without really affecting the altcoin USD pair too much. I've been seeing this everywhere. I wanted to give you guys some clarity on that, just because, you know, people like Benjamin Cowen are expecting, you know, 0.25 or whatever it is for the bottom of the alt Bitcoin pairs. It doesn't mean that the alt USD pairs have to drop that much. Now, when we come to the Bitcoin chart, you guys saw we had a really good bounce off this order block. We did print a higher low, and we're now trying to tackle this breakout. This was a squiggle we drew literally like a couple days ago, guys, and we found resistance perfectly in line with this local top here, guys. So again, we're gonna have to be battling with this. It would be nice for us to close above this resistance here and start to, I don't know, maybe trend down over the coming days, maybe into next week, before we have another push to try and break between 110 and 112k. Things like Ethereum, hopefully on the shorter term time frame, should find some support between here, 2.5k. Worst case scenario, as we said before, we've got 2.2 to around 2.25k as a big level of resistance on the 4 hour. You can come to the daily and you're going to see it here, guys. So massive sell order block that we're in here, having a lot of trouble trying to get through it, but maybe we do something like this. We come down over the weekend into next week, and then we have another test. Total 3 still doing its thing, guys, okay? Still doing its thing. Found some lovely support at 750 billion. We still could come down as like a double bottom to retest it, but we are getting very, very close to the apex, guys. July the 11th is going to be in that timing window between July the 11th and September, where we should really find some bottoms for our altcoins. And if you want to be really specific with your altcoins, I mean, look at the others chart, guys, okay? Others chart looking really, really good right now. We're finding a lot of support at this order block around 200 billion, okay? So if we do lose this yellow support, 175 billion is going to be, number one, a great area of support. Number two, a great area to be picking up other altcoins other than your Ethereums and large caps, but getting very close. Again, the absolute apex is going to be in September. These things often break out before the apex, and then boom, they play the catch-up game. But we've got a big resistance between 250 billion and 300 billion. So Bitcoin isn't looking too bad right now, guys. Still could be in the process of printing another higher low, trying to break out of 108 to 110k. And remember, when you're zoomed into the short-term time frame, we're going to have volatility. On the longer-term time frame, nothing has changed. We're in that timing window now where we're pretty much approaching the top. So again, few months to go. We're going to see how it goes. These portions of the market usually heat up very quickly. They get people very emotional, right? They're going to bring FOMO into the market when we start to print, you know, green vertical bars. Don't get caught into that emotion, guys, okay? The same way people panic sell, they're going to panic buy. But you guys let me know how you feel about the market. What altcoins are you buying? If you've made it this far, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe for more content. I'm seeing you in the next one. Peace.